So am I. But the Native Americans are the
question. This is why. Hold on.
Why do you carry a gun?
Because I'm a fucking American.
Yeah.
I have that right. Don't touch him, man.
I have the right.
You touch him, you're down.
This is my Second Amendment right.
You're
This is my Second Amendment right.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you an American?
Fucking do that again.
It's all right. He asked me, why am I carrying a gun? Because I'm an American
Stay
citizen.
away from him.
Are you an American citizen? Are you an American citizen?
Yeah.
Why are you not carrying a gun?
Because he doesn't want to carry a gun and add to the assholes. He doesn't want to add to the assholes like you.
It has nothing to do with. Oh my God! I'm an asshole.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm defending
We're
my
an
Second
American,
Amendment right.
ma'am. What do you have a Mexican flag for?
Man,
Absolutely.
Mexican. I got
Yeah, right.
I gotta carry
Nice
a gun.
tattoo below the eye.
I'm
You just get out of here.
I'm Mexican and American flag.
Nice tattoo there, buddy. You need a teardrop
Why
tattoo,
do you
maybe
think
next
Trump
month.
is a racist?
Trump is he doesn't
Why?
like women, he doesn't like blacks, he doesn't like Hispanics, and he doesn't like Muslims.
He's
He
hired
doesn't
more
like-
Hispanic
he likes
workers in this
himself.
country than
That's all he likes is himself. No, I'm white.
Why do you have to?
I'm
Why are we
white.
calling names?
I'm white.
Why are we calling names?
So, white people don't like Trump just as much
White
as
people.
assholes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Why don't you go get a job?
I have a job. I'm
Do you?
entitled.
What?
I work
You are the food stamp hero?
What? Don't even think Don't even
Infowars.com or outside of the Donald Trump rally here in Phoenix,
Not gonna
Arizona.
happen. Not gonna
You
happen.
don't like American lead.
Trump, fascist pig. Trump, fascist pig. Trump, fascist pig. Fascist pig.
I have so much hatred for Donald Trump. So much hatred for Donald Trump.
You don't want to kill him, dude.
Fuck Donald Trump. I don't want to kill him, but I mean, I'll catch his face. I mean, gotta knock a nigga out real quick.
Sorry.
Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Bigots to the left! Keep going!
This
Go
way!
this way, bigot!
Xenophobia!
Go, go.
Xenophobia this way!
Go! We're all immigrants! We're all immigrants! Remember where you guys came from! You guys did not find this country on your own! And little did he forget that his mother fucking fled here from another country! Little did he forget his mother was an immigrant Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck niggas. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. There we go.
Hey guys, it's Jacob Honeycutt. We're live on Facebook with a Trump supporter, and a Trump hater.
We don't need anyone, sir.
You absolutely do. You're talking about hate. Why is what we think is hate?
I'm not saying that I hate him. I am saying that he incites me.
How?
I'm saying that he hates Mexicans.
He didn't say he hates Mexicans. Did he ever say that?
When he was going to build a wall to keep them out.
Oh, that's right, because we don't belong in our, we don't have a right to defend our borders. You lock your doors at night? Well, why do you do that? You should open your doors at night.
Because I
want to
live
come
in
in
the
and
city.
sleep on your, I don't care. I would like to come into your house and sleep on your couch.
Sir, what
I would
I'm
like to
trying
get
to
some
say...
food out of your fridge. Can you please leave your door open
Absolutely.
tonight? You will?
Absolutely.
Will you give me your address so I can
Just
get some
because,
food? I might be hungry.
you're voting for Trump.
I am unemployed. I am an
that I will
unemployed
not
veteran.
hurt you.
I would love some free food.
Absolutely.
I would love a place to sleep tonight.
What would you like? I'll
Just
look
give
at
me your
your
address.
address.
Right.
I'm not giving you my address, sir.
Why not?
Because I
But
don't
you can lock your
trust you. I
doors.
don't know you.
Well, then they don't know Mexicans that are coming across the border with drugs and stuff like that. So
I'm not
we can
denying
trust
that.
them.
I'm not denying that.
So you have no valid point whatsoever. What else has he preached about hate? When has he ever said I hate you? No? Nothing? Silence is good.
I'm not going to argue with someone.
It's not arguing.
I'm not
It's
going to
called
change
debating.
your
So you
opinion.
have your ideas and I have
I am
my
not
ideas.
going to change your
In a free
opinion, sir.
society, I can spout off my ideas and you can come back
I
with
am
yours.
not going to change your opinion, sir.
Exactly. So I'm trying to figure out where he is and where it's taking. What's he said to take?
I am not trying to change your opinion, sir.
You're never going to. I'm just trying to figure out why you think it's
I am not trying to change your opinion.
Is that your go-to, Ryan? That's just it?
I am not trying to change your opinion. You
That's
are
fine.
entitled to
I'm not
believe
trying
in
to
what
change
you would
yours.
like to.
You can be hateful all you want. I'm just trying to
You
figure out
are entitled to believe in what you want.
That's not.
I'm
I'm just trying to figure out.
I didn't even say who I was voting for. Not once. I have been standing out here for 2 hours, and not once have I said who I was voting for.
I know that. I can tell that. I'm just asking what Trump has said that's hateful.
There are a lot of things that he said.
Vote
Give
for
2
Trump is a
examples.
vote for hate. I'm just wondering why you're trying to change our votes.
Because he's a racist.
How is he racist? When has he ever said anything like that?
KKK endorses.
What if I told you there's a
Hey,
picture
take a look at this, guys. We got a bus driving by that says Trump hates. Are you with him?
What if I told you the KKK was formed by the Democratic Party to stop
I don't
Republicans?
disagree with you.
Oh yes,
I never
but
said
Trump
that I was
endorses the
siding with the
KKK.
Democratic Party.
So what has he said?
I'm saying that Donald Trump stands for hate.
Okay, that's what you say, but can you prove it with facts? No?
Look at the news headlines.
The sky is perfect.
Look at the news headlines.
Look at right. I should believe
Look
the
at
mainstream
every
media.
single thing.
The left.
Okay, I agree with you on that one. I'll at least agree with you on that one.
Wow. Have you ever seen? You know who Tyler Durden is? Well, this conversation is over.
Have a good night, okay?
Hey, you know,
Have a good night. Be safe.
Can you tell live on Facebook why you don't support Donald Trump?
Because he's a racist.
Can you give 2 examples of why Donald Trump is a racist? Well, I thought.
0.
Alright, those of you who are watching, we are live downtown at the Trump rally. There are thousands of people in line to see Donald. We've seen quite a few protesters. As we get closer to the Midland Theater, we're going to see a lot more as we hear there are many in front of the theater, so we're going to go see that as soon as the line starts to move. I'm Jacob Honeycutt. We'll be back soon.
A protester.
What does
You're
that have to do?
agitated.
Okay,
You're not a protester. It's a protest
Hey,
area. He took his hat.
he snatched it.
protest
He
there.
ran
We
up
didn't
and
go in your
back at me
area.
and snatched it from my head.
You know, there's been people that went into a Donald Trump rally that
People
lost
like
their
you
hat.
are the reason why Donald Trump
Why?
is getting so many votes.
He's not going
You
to win California.
understand that?
He's not going to win California.
When people see this on TV,
Hey, Donald
they
Trump.
see people like you.
Hold on, time out. Donald Trump isn't even running against anyone in California.
He's gonna get us all killed.
He's not. There's no one even he's against.
What does that have to do with
He's just
anything?
here. You guys are agitators.
What does that have to do
You
with
guys are
anything?
agitators.
Look at
We're
your
number
people.
one,
Throw it.
baby. We're number one
Throwing
economy.
stuff.
We're number one. Who is he running against?
Hey, people
Who is he
who are
running against?
anti-Trump are savages.
Who is he running
Most
against?
of you are savages.
You can't lie.
Who's he running
You
against?
are savages. Bottom line. Most of you are savages. Most of you are savages. Look at this. Look what I incited. I feel like Donald Trump. I feel like Donald Trump.
You guys have
calling us savages. There was a guy right here who just snatched the "Make America Great Again" hat off my head. He ran in back of me, snatched it off my head, and ran off and threatened me. And he ran down here and he threw it down the bridge.
That's war. Hey, sir, don't go to the protest area. You're agitators.
One of your own guys took his hat.
Yes,
He didn't take anything from you.
You're arguing.
We don't want anything from you.
You're arguing of breaking up. You're arguing of breaking up 11 million.
The people who support Trump mostly are savages.
You're arguing.
This is how they act. They cannot be civil. One of their own, who is anti-Trump, took my friend's hat and threw it over the wall. It's terrible.
You're agitators. You can get the protest area. What are you over here for? These protests, man. Come on.
Okay, well, I do.
That's what makes America.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
It's important how we get peaceful because the rest of the world is going to look at this.
Hey, bro, it's just a hat. I can go get you one for the 99 cent store. It's just a hat. I can go get you one for the 99 cent store.
Hey, you guys. Hey, is illegal immigration new? Is that new? Illegal immigration? Oh, okay. Well, tell this guy, is illegal immigration new? Is illegal immigration?
Why was his hat taken?
Why was his hat taken?
Why did this guy, why did he get his hat taken by somebody who dislikes Donald Trump?
Are you talking to the camera or are you talking to us? Are you talking to the camera or are you talking to us?
Why can't he walk around and have his personal property and not worry about it?
Who are you talking to?
Hey, who are you talking to? Explain the Trump supporters.
Who are you talking to?
Explain that.
My people, who's my people?
All of your people. All of these people.
What about your people? What about all of your people? What about the people who are calling us racial slurs? What about the people who are holding Confederate flags?
Hey, listen.
What about the people? What about the people who are attacking? Who are attacking the protesters?
Am I going to be able to speak?
Bro, no. You have nothing to say.
People who are racist. People who are racist are disgusting.
He's an agitator.
People who are racist are disgusting. People who are racist.
You're giving him energy.
It's fine.
People who dislike
I want to hear his
disgusting.
point of view.
Conversation, man.
I'm sorry.
Let's ignore him. He's an agitator.
Look at this. These are people who dislike Donald Trump right here.
These are people. I asked him to debate me earlier, and he was scared. I asked him to debate me earlier, and you were scared.
I can't even speak.
You're right. I asked you to debate me.
Okay, do you want to debate now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, what do you want to debate about? Do you want to be civil and stop acting like a savage?
Oh, I'm a savage. You fucking.
Okay, because look how he's acting. Look how he's acting.
The moment you start assuming something, you know what happens? The moment you start assuming something about someone, you guys.
You are Uncle Tom, and that's why we can't fucking advertise with you. Yo, you know exactly what the fuck Uncle Tom is. I'm letting you know that. I don't care about your fucking rhetoric.
And I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
I don't really care who you vote for.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump, buddy.
No, I can agitate because he's fucking agitating.
I'm
So
still
what?
voting for Donald
So what?
Trump.
I can agitate because I
Look at
don't
you,
care about
you're
going to jail.
upset.
I know, yeah.
You're upset.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Savage, Brian Gumble, ass nigga. Hey, you need to.
You're hilarious.
He gives you a drink.
Welcome, buddy. Hey. Bye-bye. I will say this. Anybody who dislikes Mexicans based off of their ethnicity, or anybody off of their ethnicity, is disgusting. Racism is disgusting. Me, as an African American man, I could not stomach myself voting for somebody who I felt was a racist. Donald Trump is not voted. He's not motivated by racism
Let me give
whatsoever.
you a story. Costa Mesa. The people started protesting in Costa Mesa. You know what the Trump supporters started chanting at the Mexican Americans? Send them back. They were just doing build a wall. Build a wall.
They were just doing that
to Mexican Americans.
Hold
to
on.
Mexican Americans.
They were just
Do
doing that
you
right
support
now.
that?
Okay, now, no, I don't.
Look at all the people, the soccer games where they're
Let
saying
him
they're
talk.
saying.
You have
send
a
them back.
really big mouth.
I do. That's
Let him
right.
talk.
You have a really big
Why don't you
mouth.
just repeat what I'm saying?
Okay, now I have a question. I have a question for all of you. Was it right? Hold on. Okay. I have a question. Was it right for him to have his hat taken?
Totally not.
It wasn't. But was it right?
Not right.
Was it right?
They affected both of us, and they're making us
You're
fight.
right.
But was it right?
Fuck that.
But was it right for the? Are you okay that the Confederate flag went up?
The Confederate flag is disgusting.
Okay.
I don't support
So
that.
then why?
Here, I'll explain. So we had an intellectual conversation.
And he's a Bernie Sanders
Both
supporter.
sides,
He supports Bernie
the
Sanders.
difference between me and him is
we both have a strong dislike for racism. But where we split is that so when Trump calls out Mexicans for being rapists and criminals, and I assume some of them are good people.
Some of them.
Time out.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
And then, so that's where me being a white guy who is like almost white class, I got offended, but he did not. So he's willing to put that to side to look at other things like securing the border and having a strong financial economy. But it's just a matter of you're a person. I can't stomach that. It's like you're going on a date with someone. That's a deal breaker.
So let me just say one thing.
Because I don't feel that.
That's
because I don't feel that Donald Trump has a personal motivation to incite hatred towards Mexicans.
Okay, time out. Who does the KKK support? Who does the KKK support? Bernie?
Hey,
who do the white supremacists support?
You can't help who supports you.
Who do they support?
You can't help who supports you.
Wait. Hey, I've never liked someone that the KKK likes.
I've
never liked someone that the KKK
You can't help who.
You are with the KKK, bro.
This is ridiculous. You
You're
cannot
with the
help.
white
You
supremacists and the
cannot
skinheads.
help who supports you.
You are white with the
You
skinheads.
cannot control who supports you.
You're a fake skinhead, man. You're a wannabe skinhead.
He's pandering to
Hey,
racism.
hey.
He's pandering to racism in this country. That's why the Confederate flag went up, and that's why nobody's telling you. Like,
cannot help
That
who
is
supports
why
you.
the KKK.
If you're
is
a
with Donald
public
Trump.
figure, you cannot help who supports you.
That's not
So
true.
why-
That's
so
not
why
true.
do you have-
Usually you
I mean,
support
how
like-minded
many-
individuals.
How many
yeah,
times
Usually you
exactly.
support people that are on the
KKK
same page as
endorsed
you
the
are.
candidate?
And
Why are they
like
endorsing
minded
him?
individuals,
I mean,
Donald
like,
Trump
the
is
thing
like-
is he's making these
That's a somewhat small fish to fry.
He's
Trump is
making
like-
these blanket
Oh.
generalizations.
To some point, I do
about
agree that you
Hispanics,
can't control it. It's a
about
wash,
Muslims.
though. There's
He's
many
doing
other-
this, and
Trust me,
like,
Hey, there's a camera right here. Can you tell the people who are going to watch this why do you dislike Donald Trump?
why do I dislike?
politics.
I
tell you
dislike
why.
him.
I'll tell you why.
No, this is why.
No,
This
no,
is,
no,
I'll
no.
tell you right now.
Me and you.
Because my great-grandfather fought in World War II to fight against fascism. And when someone's bringing fascist policies into the country, I think it's unacceptable.
That's an
this
opinion.
No, it's not. It's not. What's it? It's opinion that he's fascist. He's xenophobic. He's extremely xenophobic. He's extremely xenophobic. He's incredibly corporatist. I mean, like, how can, like, tell me what policy that he has is not
And the fucking
fascist?
KKK
I mean, like, the thing is like,
Doesn't matter
the
who gets
wall is
elected.
fascist. His immigration policy
okay, let me
is
stop you.
fascist. Hold on. His foreign policy, his war policy, just the act of saying, you know, we need to target family members of the terrorists. We need to target children in some cases. That's incredibly fascist. That's something that Hitler would say. That's ridiculous. Who name me one other politician who has advocated for killing a child? You know, name
Every
it.
single United States president.
No, they haven't. Tell me when Obama said.
Every United States
When did Obama
president.
say? When did George Bush?
Do we go by
When did George
what they
Bush
say or
say
their
that?
actions?
No, I'm talking
Obama
about.
has
I'm talking about
killed
what we're saying.
many
I'm just talking
many
about rhetoric.
people.
I'm just talking about
Obama
rhetoric.
has
I'm
had
just-
many lives on his
I'm
hands.
talking about
Blood.
rhetoric. I'm talking about rhetoric. We can talk about Obama's foreign policy, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. What I'm saying is that Obama has never been okay with, you know, has never said that he's okay with killing
Okay,
Americans.
and he's never talked about his dick during a debate.
And also another
never
thing,
did.
for someone to say like, yeah, we should, you know, it's completely fine to kill, you know, civilians. It's completely fine to kill women who've done nothing, who do nothing wrong. And for people to come out and vote for that, that's scary. That is really scary for me as an American. I would
One thing. You say that Donald Trump is a fascist.
Yeah.
Donald Trump was not for the war in Iraq.
Donald Trump
Donald Trump is not for the Syrian invasion. Okay? He was not for the war in Libya, the invasion of Libya. Does that
But
sound
he
like
wants
a
to get rid of
fascist?
the
Sure.
media.
No, okay, so he doesn't have those policies. But what part of his
Does that sound like a fascist to you?
What
Not
sounds
to me.
What sounds like a fascist to me? Yes, it is. Yes,
Hey,
it
what are you
is.
here for?
What am I here
What are you here
for?
for?
What are you here for? Why are you in my face?
Yes, because I can be in your fucking
Why are
face.
you in my face?
I want to be. Dude, I want to be.
Hey, dude,
Let me tell you
Oh,
this.
you want to tell me something?
You don't need to get
Tell me something, bro.
I can't let you go.
Hey,
No.
hey, oh.
We can have a reasonable conversation.
I want to look you in your fucking face for you to be talking to me like that, though.
You dislike Donald Trump.
I like Trump, though. But you don't know that fucking shit.
He's a civilized person. You're a savage.
How would Trump support this?
Guess what?
I should show you how much savage I am.
Guess what?
Come on,
I can show you how much
I'm
savage
willing
I
to
am.
get savage.
Come on,
You couldn't take me, I'm telling you. You couldn't. I would mess you up. I'm not like a lot of these other Donald Trump supporters. What are you going to do?
Dog, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
You're in the protest area.
That's why I'm saying I would not want you here if I were you. Because you don't know what happened when you're in a closed operation.
That's true. That's true.
Watch
You're
out,
right.
because when you fight, they run after you and grab you with the car.
And sneak attack you and beat the shit out of you.
And I know you don't want to debate me because, like I said, California, #1 economy in the country, and we have the most undocumented legal immigrants, and they got driver's license.
Okay.
Whoa! Okay. We give them school, we give them driver's license. We got the #1 economy. Take your ass to West Virginia, where they don't allow immigrants, and go live there. This is California. This is how we roll. They have very anti-illegal immigrant policy. No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Stay out of our state.
Every
It's a
country
state
has
decision.
right to secure its own borders. I don't. How many times do I have to say that?
Hey, you know what? Okay, so for reals, you know why you guys are dumb? You know why you're dumb is because Donald Trump acts like there's a new issue. We've had illegal immigrants for like 250 years. It's not new.
But it's a big issue.
In California.
It's a big issue.
In California, we roll.
It's a big issue. You're not gonna lie about it.
It ain't an issue, man.
It is an issue.
Hey, you know what Donald Trump says? He says, "Oh, they're taking our jobs." You know what the illegals do?
What do they do?
Pick strawberries, cucumbers,
and
oranges. Are you gonna do that?
They're still illegal.
You are American.
Yes.
No.
Many Americans will do that.
You lied.
Yes.
You lied.
Many Americans will pick
No,
strawberries.
they won't.
Yes,
No,
they will.
won't. And you know what? Americans want jobs at Starbucks.
Do you know how many?
They want jobs.
Do you know
they
how
want
many
jobs and
people-
benefits.
There's been
They
examples.
Do you
want
know how
jobs.
many
There's been
people
examples
would
of
love
farms.
to pick
There's been
strawberries?
examples of
Shut
farms.
up,
That's
man.
not
You have
true.
no.
To make
You have
make
no.
it
You
come-
have no.
If that's all they
That's
had to
no
choose
fact.
from.
That's not a
If
fact.
that's all they had
You
to
have
choose
no
from.
proof.
You're
You have
wrong.
no
If that
proof.
if Americans
You have
were
no
going,
proof.
This is the thing: is that employers would prioritize.
Okay,
American
this is
citizens
Donald Trump.
over illegal immigrants. They prioritize them way over illegal immigrants.
Wait.
Why aren't they employing American citizens for that work?
Let me
Why?
tell you, Donald
Why are
Trump's-
they not? Why are they not?
This is-
because they don't have that supply of workers to do those jobs. That's just an economic fact.
Okay, see now
That's
you
just
see
an economic fact.
now you see how me and you are getting along here, and we're having an exchange. How come the majority of people who dislike Donald Trump, they don't act
Because
like
you're
you?
stupid.
They're not
Hold on,
civil.
Stop.
See?
No,
There you
because
go.
you're stupid.
There you
But that's
go.
the thing.
You have no
make
facts.
these, you make
Civil.
these generalizations. I can say the same thing about Trump supporters.
Why-
you guys
why-
were
why are the
calling
police here?
because
Who
they
are the police here for?
man.
What?
Who are the police here for?
You know what?
They've always
You know
done
what?
this.
You
They've
know what?
hold on, it's okay.
Hold on.
Hey, aren't you the
They've
one who
always
spit on
just-
me with
they've
your
always-
nasty mouth?
they've always
with your
just-
filthy mouth?
And fucking what?
You spit on me.
No.
Talking all like that?
You're over here with the.
You're a fucking dick sucking ass motherfucker. That's why you don't do shit. Swing at me, homie. Swing at me, homie. You ain't gonna do fucking shit. I just said you ain't gonna do shit.
Agitator! You're in the protest area.
These are the people who dislike Donald Trump. Look how they act. They're such beautiful
How
people.
dumb Donald
He's
Trump
just
is.
like
Seriously.
him, disrespectful
This
to
is
women.
you have
Just
not.
like
I
Donald
love
Trump.
women.
Just like Donald
I love
Trump.
women.
Hey,
Doesn't matter who gets elected. Whoever gets elected is going to be a puppet.
That's it for the camera.
Hillary Clinton supporters, or
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
so you don't support Hillary then?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
So who do you support?
These nuts.
And what about you, sir? Who do you support?
Pretty much, I'd rather go over a fucking potato rather than either Trump or Hillary.
Are any of you guys Hillary supporters?
No, we are not. We support the Green Party and Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders, but we do not support a two-party system that traps us in this rigged system and leaves a whole bunch of people just scattering around, like not knowing what to do, but just give up.
What about you guys? Were you guys Hillary Clinton?
Hillary. They're too young. They don't know, okay? It's Hillary. All right, all this crazy bullshit that's been made up about Hillary for 30 years. They've been playing the Karl Rove playbook. Hillary's bad. Hillary's evil. It's all made up. I remember when she was First Lady. There's not one person that's done more for this country than Hillary Clinton. She knows what to do. She'll be ready on day one. She's capable.
What do you think about the health concerns surrounding Hillary Clinton and how, that she's too sick?
Am I allowed to say bullshit? Because that's the biggest bullshit thing. I mean, they tried this shit against Kerry with the Swift boating, and now they're going to try and drag up something totally making it up out of whole cloth. Okay, it's a total lie. But if they can get people talking about it, hey, it's a media world.
What exactly? So you're basically saying that it's a conspiracy theory, sir? Are you believing that the investigation on the Clintons and the murders surrounding were conspiracy theories?
They have investigated time and time and time and time again, and they found absolutely nothing.
That's not true. They did not say they didn't find absolutely nothing. They just let her off.
Let her off for what?
For the email scandal that happened.
No scandal. There never was a scandal. I mean,
sounds more like you're in denial. What about you? Are you guys Hillary supporters too?
No, I'm voting for Daryl Castle of the Constitution Party. I believe he's the only constitutional candidate that'll be on the ballot, at least in Ohio. So.
What about you? Are you a Hillary supporter?
I'm an anti-Trump. That's what I am.
You're just anti-Trump?
Absolutely. He's a buffoon, he's a racist, and he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president.
So those are all ad hominems. Can you actually give me one of his policies you don't like?
To say that he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president is not ad hominem.
Well, the name calling is.
Calling him a buffoon? Oh, sure, that is. Absolutely. You're very intelligent.
What about you?
I vote for Mrs. Hillary Clinton. They are respected people all over this planet, in Beijing, Rio de Janeiro, in Moscow, and Paris, and London, and all over this globe. And they are intelligent, good people. And I vote for Hillary.
What does your sign say?
My sign actually I help somebody here with the sign.
Okay, so you're an ex-Tea Party girl. So are you a Hillary supporter?
No, I'm not. I don't know who I'm voting for right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
So what are you coming out here to protest then?
I'm against Trump. I'll decide who I'm voting for later.
Trump sends all his job-making things overseas. Read the sign.
So do you think that people should, more companies should be brought back to America?
Yeah, but it'll never happen.
Well, Trump's saying that he's going to make it happen.
The reason that I'm here is I don't support either one, and I don't like Trump. I think he's a right-wing reactionary, but I think he's a lesser evil in the fact that he is trying to dampen this constant day-by-day demonization of Putin to push us towards World War III. I think in that case, he is a lesser evil. I won't vote for either one. And these people can't understand anything except A or B. They're very simple-minded. You can oppose both, and they're only opposing one to the benefit of the biggest warmonger, Hillary Clinton, the biggest supporter of terrorism, who created, along with a number of other presidents in the CIA, ISIS. He has recently come out and said that Obama created ISIS. And then he had to back down and say I was being sarcastic. But he was telling the truth. And it wasn't only Obama or partisan. It was Bush, it was Bill Clinton, it was Ronald Reagan before them that supported all of these incarnations of Al-Qaeda.
Hi, I've watched your show before. What's up?
So are you a Hillary supporter?
I am not. I support Dr. Jill Stein.
And so you're just here to say you're anti-Trump, but you're going to actually be voting for Jill Stein?
That's correct. I go to the University of Akron, and there are many Muslim students and Mexican students as well as other countries, and we do not support the things that Donald Trump has said about them. We do not support...
He's not actually said anything about Mexicans. He's said about illegal immigrants. Do you know the difference between Mexicans and illegal immigrants?
He said that I believe that some of them are good, when he was referring to them as the majority of them as being rapists and criminals. And we all know,
illegals, meaning they're breaking the law.
We all know that he was referring to largely the Mexican population.
He was not. He was referring to the illegal people that are here.
Correct.
Do you think it's proper to let illegal immigrants from other countries that have committed violent crimes into the country without being vetted?
No, I think that we definitely still need to vet the people that come into this country. It's just we need to make it so that getting into this country is easier to do legally, because the problem is when it's easier to live in America illegally than it is to live here legally, you create a dynamic where people are more apt to live here illegally. You need to make it so that it's easier to get your green card and make the path to citizenship easier. There are people who work at the university that have been waiting for their citizenship for 12 years, and they've been working here as a professor with their doctorate.
And with Donald Trump, he's the only candidate who's addressed these issues properly and is willing to change the system. Hillary is not going to change the system, and it's just going to allow for more illegal immigrants here, which are then going to come work here and get paid below minimum wage.
Legal or illegal?
With or without papers?
No, no, no. Are you for legal Muslim immigration to this country? Yes or no?
You know what? If they got the papers, they can get
So
in.
yes, that's yes, right? So what gives you the right to tell every Muslim that they cannot come into this country?
Tell them only spend the money, only make the money that doesn't say God.
Donald Trump's stance was to ban all Muslims until a security clearance. It wasn't banning them on a permanent basis.
Look at Google. Google it, man. Get a computer.
Google it.
The State Department rules. Then Google the UN resettlement refugee package. Look at that stuff. I mean, tell your kid, look on the computer.
I gotta tell my kid. My kid's been watching Trump since the day he announced his presidency.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you teaching him?
His whole entire school is behind Trump 2006.
Ask him what he thinks about Muslims. Ask him what he thinks about Muslims since you brought him into this picture. Since you brought a child into this environment, okay, of hate.
I don't have a right to educate my child.
Okay, then what does he think about Muslims?
What do you think about Muslims?
How many of those Syrians had papers?
Muslims, and they have radical Muslims.
Okay, so
and there's
Muslims
a big
are okay.
difference.
So Muslims are okay to come into this country?
Absolutely. As long as they absolutely.
Okay,
as
so
long as they have
so
a security clearance.
Wait, so they all have security.
They
all have the same. You know how hard it is to get into this country legally? That's why people come here illegally.
You know what? You know how many people do it every damn day?
When you cut this
every day people are coming in this country
by
legally.
immigrants. These trees were trimmed by immigrants. This
to the law.
tree was leaf blown by immigrants.
Hey, in the words of the court, ignorance is no excuse for
immigrants
right?
are the ones legal or illegal.
Ignorance is no excuse for the law.
I want an e-verify system. I want everybody that applies for a job to have a social security number.
The Democrats
want
to put anybody on a no-fly list.
The Republicans.
I can't purchase a gun.
Go to your congressman and tell him you want the e-verify system activated so that anybody applying for a job has to type in a computer his social security number, and it comes out if it's legal. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the Republican administration has stopped it. The Republican administration has stopped it 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Okay?
Obama said, don't worry about all that.
You know what? Just Google it. Like I said, I don't have time. I don't have time to educate you guys.
Democratic votes.
I really don't, man. Come back in a couple of years or something. I don't have time.
Oh, yeah.
His points are invalid. His points are invalid.
Find more reports on
Trump.
cannot return fire until shot at first. Okay. A kid that stands on the side of the road and throws grenades in my truck, I can't jump out of my truck and chase that kid down because of Geneva Convention rules. But here, you can take and you can cut my head off, you can do whatever you want. Geneva Convention, okay, Iran takes 10 U.S. soldiers, what do? Put their hands behind their back and put them on the ground. That's against Geneva Convention. If we do that, if I do that to one of them, I go to prison. If I shoot a child that throws a grenade at me, I go to prison. If I shoot a terrorist without just cause, I go to prison.
Here's the problem, though. Have you seen American Sniper? You know how many people that man killed?
Have you been in the military?
You know how many people that man killed?
Yeah, okay.
All bad people. Hundreds,
Let me ask
400
you this.
people.
How many Americans?
You really think all those people were bad people? You think that if he, do you know what the person that holds his number 2 record has? It's about 100 people. He has a 300-person gap. Do you think that he used the same amount of discretion as all those other people? No.
But he kept his team. I'll stand with you.
He fucking sprayed.
No, you don't spray.
You sprayed with a sniper, bro. What the fuck?
It's a sit-and-wait position.
I'm saying that.
I understand about slaughtering children and slaughtering women and things like that. That's not right. No, it's not. Okay. Do you realize what's going on in Germany and Sweden and Europe right now?
That's wrong. That's
do you
dead
realize
wrong.
what's going on now?
That's dead wrong. And they have the same fascist, extremist ideals going on in Germany, all over Europe. It's dead wrong.
Do you know
what it's caused by? It's caused by desperation of white people. People are afraid.
Listen to him.
I'm white.
Okay,
my mother's white.
It's okay.
My mom agrees. Y'all are fucking tripping.
We're not having.
Y'all are fucking tripping.
We're not having a racist.
Nobody's racist. Y'all are racist. You're not racist. Clearly, you came up to me.
No. I'm not racist. I'm not a Mexican.
Dude, that's what I said. Listen to this, man, because you said.
Okay. So you understand what's going on in Europe. Sweden right now is entertaining the idea of making a female-only pools because they can't control the amount of rapes that are going on. Right? Women are going out to clubs. This woman goes out to a club by herself. 5 men are surrounding this woman in a club, walking her out of the club to a back car, an alley, in a car in the back alley. They're raping this woman and releasing her, right? She goes to the media. Media in Europe is telling women, do not go out past 9 o'clock at night. You are getting... You're getting people that can't go out, women can't go out dressed like this because she's being provocative, because she doesn't have a...
Girls are not allowed to wear skirts to school anymore in Germany because it might tempt the migrants to rape them.
Why should Sweden have to change its ideas of making a female-only swimming pool to accommodate to another people?
You're accommodating for something that doesn't exist. There's not rapists coming into just because they're refugees doesn't mean they're fucking rapists.
But they're raping people in Germany.
My parents are immigrants.
I got a story.
My fucking parents are immigrants. No, not even a fucking big percentage. Tiny.
How many women in the U.S.
get raped? Do you know how many?
1 in every 3
Fuck
women.
ton. A fuck
That means
ton.
that all Americans.
That's a crisis. There's a rape crisis. Exactly.
But if you look at what a lot of the rapes that are being reported, that is not a fact. I got a story.
I love you all. I want you all. I love you all. I love you all. All of you.
Let me ask you this. Okay, in Italy, there was an 11-year-old boy at a swimming pool, right? Got viciously raped by a Syrian refugee.
I don't want to hear about this anecdote. I don't need your anecdote.
Because you don't want to hear the truth.
Your anecdote for me.
Because you don't want to hear the truth.
You're trying to use a fallacy.
We'll change the whole subject.
We'll
change the whole subject.
Not an anecdote. I need evidence.
Okay, so we'll change the whole subject. Let's talk about the border.
I don't care about the Syrian refugees. If
Let's
somebody
talk
gets
about
raped
the
here,
border.
send them to jail.
Let's talk
That
about
doesn't mean you can stop everyone.
We'll change the subject. The whole series.
The wall is bullshit.
Okay.
Who's gonna build a fucking wall across the You all have another thing coming if you think Mexico's paying for shit.
Mexico has a wall on its southern border.
Mexico better build a wall for Trump. You got me fucked up.
Do you know what Mexico's immigration laws are?
Build that wall! 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 Build that wall!
And I'm sorry that so many people came. Like,
but let me ask the question though.
No,
go ahead, and I'll ask the question.
I'm just saying that, thank you guys, and I'm sorry that so many people circled one person, because you can't have a conversation with a group.
It's all good, I'll probably be on the news later, so...
No, it's good. But do you know what Mexico's immigration law is? Do you know what Mexico's immigration law is? When
no one wants to go, but the difference is that no one goes into Mexico.
Okay.
Immigration, it's not the most appealing.
Whether they do or not.
If you go to the southern part, it's nice, but right on the border...
That's debatable, but whether they go in there or not, Mexico's immigration law is if you cross the border from the U.S. into Mexico as an invasion, so they call it, either you're shot on sight.
You know what I did when I went to Mexico the other week? I walked right the fuck in. I went through a fucking turnstile and I walked the fucking...
You went through a turnstile?
Did you show your ID?
Let's go.
No, I didn't show my ID. I walked through a fucking turnstile.
Exactly.
Nobody checked my ID, no.
Let's go over the border and let's go through the river. Like people come in here.
A wall will not stop people from coming over. They'll hop the wall, they'll go in the water. People come to the... People come everywhere.
Then why do
people have from Palestine to Israel? It's possible.
If the wall doesn't work, then why didn't
Actually, Israel's wall worked very well.
It worked very
Remember,
well.
suicide bombings went down in 2003 from hundreds to like virtually none.
I love all you guys.
I don't appreciate this shit, all right? Okay. I don't appreciate this shit. We love people. We love everybody, all right? No hate. No hate.
We are all Americans.
I love everybody. I love everybody, not just Americans. I love Muslims. I love Hispanics.
Yeah, and we should make it easier.
I love whites. I love everybody.
We can't make it
I love Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump. He's a human being. I love him. I love every human being.
He's just misguided. He's wrong. He's just wrong. He's just wrong.
What?
You all are valued. You're just wrong.
I've tried to, but people yell at me, and I can't do that.
You're trying to stop the conversation. No. You guys have 6,000 people, and we have 3.
Calling me a
So shut the fuck up.
It's all you're saying.
You came here knowing there would be 6,000. So you're expecting us to. You're honestly asking why we're like slowly backing up because there's like a million people around us.
What the hell? You just chanting. What the fuck? What's going on? I'm saying.
You remember in the 1940s when the SS disrupted political opposition and used violence against them? National Socialists? Anybody?
Get them out! We want Trump! 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 We want Trump!
How many gets white man? I wish someone could come save me right now from you.
Right, well, nobody has to save you because you're a fucking white man who gets to do whatever he wants to in this space, right? Aren't you quite aware by holding that video camera on me that you are surrounded by your privilege, right? Take your privilege somewhere else, please.
Oh yeah! Hey, that sounds classic. Real classic right
You incestual piece of shit! You incestual piece of shit! Fucking power in America! Because white supremacy! White fucking
That's how we feel about Nazis.
That's how we feel about Nazis and colonialism!
There you go.
We bought this flag!
Hey, this
It's
flag
our property!
genocide. This is a flag of occupation.
This is a flag of occupation! Colonialism! Genocide! Slavery! And we're gonna burn that shit! We're gonna burn what that shit symbolizes! Fuck that shit! This represents slavery! Colonialism! Genocide! Oppression! And it's all right to burn that shit!
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn! Burn that colonialism!
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Fuck colonialism!
Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump!
They pay all their taxes. So they don't say today. So what do you think you are?
I'm an immigrant.
And?
Illegal
And?
You understand the difference?
Yeah.
Y'all were the ones who came over here on ships, motherfucker. Y'all crackers came over here on ships, all diseased and shit. Coming over here saying, oh, this is all land. You're legal, you're illegal.
No, you did because America does do. Yes, I do. Because, but I know you're a liar. You're a liar. Have mercy on those people in the desert, you faggot.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Look at my face.
What? Go ahead. Go ahead. Punk ass.
Don't guys take a flowers.
What?
Don't let him get in your face. He's trying to do that because he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, so are you, you fucking asshole. So are you.
Yep.
So fuck you.
Yep.
No, yes I do. You paid for it. You paid for it. Don't lie to these people. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't you know it?
I know it.
Okay, explain it. Explain how you lied.
Everybody ready?
Explain how you lied.
Okay, we
Explain
came
how
here
he
in
paid for
99.
it.
We
He
came here
paid
in
for
99.
it.
Trump!
I'll film who I want. You are in public, you can be filmed. Why? Are you a criminal? Criminals don't want to be filmed. If you were protesting, you should want to be filmed.
You just talk shit!
Am I okay, officer?
You're fighting the wrong people. You're using your energy when you could be using it to
I'm not fighting you, dude! I'm documenting!
We are like that, He's not doing anything in people's faces. He's staying away from
Fuck you! Fuck you!
You're just
Fuck police!
You might as well be in there, dude. Donald Trump.
Hey, you think he can get beat up for wearing that around here?
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. Without it.
Just for wearing a shirt, though?
Oh, absolutely. That nigga ain't. Fuck that nigga. Straight up.
Hey, fuck Donald Trump, man.
Führer has returned! Heil Trump! Heil Trump! Welcome Nazi youth! Welcome Nazi youth! We need you! Kick all of everybody out! Please keep me out!
You all hate women. You're afraid of Mexican people. You're afraid of anybody other than the white man.
Like two Mexicans.
You're just fearful. You're afraid of things. That's why you're
making some pretty big judgments when you don't know anybody here.
I know what you're voting for.
Supports Islamophobia, anti-Mexicanism, anti-Hispanic, has to be a bigot. We're just asking for honesty.
The police have announced that they are getting ready to let the people who have attended Trump's rally, they're going to let them...
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice,
the runway for vehicular and pedestrian traffic.
We got a significant development right here.
Fucking racist! Fuck all y'all! Fuck y'all! We all fucking racist! Shout to the world! Thank you! Yeah! Go fucking you racist piece of shit! You fucking redneck!
You want to walk out? Come on. Be peaceful. Go in peace.
You fucking white trash! Be peaceful! Peaceful! Yo, get the fuck out! Come here! No!
They just spit on her.
Don't get hurt! This man is savage. Hey, go Trump. Hey, go Trump. Fuck Trump. Go Trump. Fuck KKK. Go Trump. Go Trump. Fuck Trump. Go KKK. Go USA.
So am I. But the Native Americans like to question me. This is why. Hold on.
Why do you carry a gun?
Because I'm a fucking American.
Yeah,
I have that right.
Don't touch him, man.
I have the right.
You touch him, you're down.
This is my
You touch
Second
him, you're
Amendment
down.
right. This is my Second Amendment right.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you an American?
And that's why we can't go against attitude with you. Yo, you know exactly what the fuck I'm is. I'm letting you know that I don't care about your fucking rhetoric. So
I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
I don't really care who you vote for.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump, buddy.
No, I can agitate because he's fucking agitating.
I'm
So
still
what?
voting for Donald
So what?
Trump.
I can agitate because I don't care about going to jail. I know, yeah.
You're upset.
you're an idiot because you support Donald Trump. Well, I thought that you're with him.
You're an idiot for calling me an idiot.
Dick sucking ass motherfucker. That's why you don't do shit. Swing at me, homie. Swing at me. Swing at me, homie. You ain't gonna do fucking shit. I'm the said you ain't gonna do shit.
Agitator. You're in the protest area.
These are the people who dislike Donald Trump. Look how they act. They're
sure about that? People that he asked his security guards to kick out of the rally.
Oh, and Valdosta State?
Yeah.
Talking about,
yeah.
They were protesting against him.
Yeah, and what is that?
You cannot protest in a rally. Then why would you do that?
Why? It's freedom of speech.
We don't go to your rally. We don't go to your rally. He does the same thing to white people too, so I don't understand. He does the exact same thing to white people too, so.
And that makes it okay.
I mean, if you're gonna protest against us, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like Trump supporters like freely protest.
Okay.
You should go get educated on what's
important. I'm very educated, ma'am. I'm very educated.
You alright? Look, you never heard of
My throat is, you got a bottle of water? If you guys, hang on a second. If you guys want, I'm listening. Very funny.
We fought against race.
Really? Watch out, Edge. No, fuck that.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fuck Trump. 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 Sell out.
Nigga, you motherfuckers get drafted, nigga. You gonna get drafted, nigga? Or you gonna run your ass like you're
Show your faces. Behind masks. Say hello. Show your faces. Say hello. Here's the real
What's up? Sell out, brother. I'm a 17-year-old girl. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Bitch, do something, bitch.
What you guys stand for? This is peaceful protest. Yeah, you're gonna love these. I got pushed.
You're a bitch.
I got pushed. Actually, you guys are telling me again. Would you die for a right to speak like this? Would you die for a right to speak like this? I actually fought for your right to speak like this.
We don't have any rights.
You have the right to stand here and do this, don't you? And so do I. And so do I. Fuck you. Fuck
¡Es por la raza! ¡Es por la raza, puto! ¡Viva la raza, güey! ¡Fuck capitalism! ¡Fuck capitalism! Yeah! ¡Fuck you!
Police protection on San Carlos Street, a mob mentality took over. A Trump supporter wearing a Build the Wall t-shirt was assaulted by several young men. Fearing for his safety, I yelled at him to get away. For several minutes, there was no police protection.
I was assaulted by several times with while inside the anti-Trump protest, trying to get out to the street to get picked up by my parents.
Let's do it.
I feel like I'm gonna get plugged.
No, that's cool, man. Free speech has had to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Begins free speech, it's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Fuck enlightenment, it's got to go. Hey, hey. I don't have a big dick. I don't have a big dick. I can't suck myself. Milo can suck his own dick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'm not gonna leave, dude. No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why should I leave?
Motherfucker, get the fuck
Hey, don't touch my stuff, man.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You're not fucking welcome here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not welcome.
Take your whole crew, fuckboys here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we're gonna have an orgy afterwards.
I'll see you guys at work, motherfuckers.
I love you. I love you, man. I love you.
Fuck
I love you. Why?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna leave, man.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I love you.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Get the
I love you too.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off campus. Get the fuck out of fucking accident. Get the fuck out of here.
It was an accident.
Get
That's
the
true.
fuck out of here.
So,
yeah, you probably should have been aborted.
Probably.
I mean, like, the best part of you probably would kind of crack your mom's ass. So,
Hey, man, I don't know. My mom likes Trump.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fuck off.
So only people that agree with you are allowed to speak.
Fuck off.
All right, thank you, sir. I think are you for the First Amendment in certain circumstances? Holy shit! You only believe in free speech in certain circumstances? Oh my god, that's terrifying, man.
These are the animals that we're constantly fighting against. See them? Look at them in the eye. Yeah. Look at them in the eye, because we're going to be fighting against them. Learn from that. Just look at them in the eye, right? This one too, look at him, another one. KKK supporter. Both of them. All right? Come on, guys. Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Come on with that sign. Go right in the middle with that sign. Let's see how long you last. You're so tough. Go over there. Go over there, you fucking Nazi. Now you're gonna stay here where you stay, right? You're gonna stay here where you stay.
Yes, are your parents legal? I'm asking a question. Obviously, they're not. Maybe you were born here.
Don't listen to his bullshit.
Maybe
He said the
you were
same
born
thing
here.
to me. His
But were your
bullshit.
parents legal?
You are racist.
Yes, it
you
does.
are a racist.
Because it shouldn't be in this country.
Racism at
They're
its
milking
finest,
this
ladies and
country
gentlemen.
dry.
Oh my God.
They can go back to whatever country they were born in.
Everyone in this country was not from here. We're all immigrants.
Exactly.
We are all immigrants.
Look,
A lot of people have got to be born.
that's what God gave us. That's what makes us all equal. He gave us rights. Now fuck you.
Mexico is very hard on their borders. Why don't you go down south?
This is going to prevail. Heaven and earth will pass
But you
away,
lost the land. Thank God you lost the land. You think we want America to be like Mexico? No. If you want it, go to Mexico. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
You're browner than
Take your
us.
parents with
He
you.
is browner than us. You go to Mexico. He has accused me of dying of AIDS. He has called me a girl. He is homophobic. He is racist. Why would we halt Islam? Islamic people do nothing wrong. It is a bunch of group of people who are terrorizing has nothing to do with the religion.
Any company, any store, any judge goes against
That's the main reason.
A lot of these kids are young, high school. Talk to some high school kids, talk to some college kids, and then there's some older adults, some like. So Trump's a racist seems to be the main thing they keep preaching. It's interesting. These guys are carrying a "Come and Take It" flag, and they're the Anybody But Trump party. And I asked them about the Second Amendment, and they're like, "This flag can mean a lot of things." Well, it actually literally means they put that up to the Mexican soldiers and said, "Come take their cannon." so it just shows how little history these guys know. And now the Black Lives Matter chants have started. They were doing All Lives Matter, and then they switched to Black Lives Matter at one point. So there's still people back behind the barrier. The protesters have definitely grown. I'd say they probably doubled in size from earlier, and Trump has not shown up yet, to my knowledge. I think he'll come through the back way. I don't think he's going to come this front way. So anyway, everybody's getting access to the porta potties, though. So you still see the protesters by the sign. They hate the billionaires, don't know about Soros. Here they come. Just a smattering of what's been going on most of the day. But the march has grown. More people are joining it. And it looks like some people are coming down. More people are joining this as we speak. It's getting bigger and bigger. But there you get it. So that's just a quick clip of what's coming up tonight. And here we go.
You would be an excellent pilot with the way you handle that airplane.
Anyway, diverse crowd. Are you joining the protest?
Yeah, I'm with the Veterans for Trump protest. All right. And anything to get rid of Paul Ryan, our most hated congressman here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, hopefully they say there's a plan to do that.
Oh, yeah, well, we don't know how to do that since the voting system is so corrupt.
Right.
We think the electronic machines get their wires crossed, and they're worried about our...
I'm sure that's all by accident, too.
Yeah, that's by accident. If the vote's running in the wrong direction, they just twist them, I think.
That's how they keep us controlled.
Yeah, that's how... That and dropping bombs on us so they can protect us.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, thanks for talking to me. Have a good one. All right, so yeah, some Veterans for Trump have joined the...
Hey, I got a story for you, InfoWars. I need to
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
I should be inside the Trump rally right now, and I'm not. You just talked to me earlier.
They kicked you out.
And what does my sign say? Love Trump's hate. They kicked me out. I went up there peacefully. I have a ticket to this event. They kicked me out on the grounds that it's a private event and it's private property, and I got kicked off. They're racially profiling people at the door. I watched a group of people get kicked out behind me who were wearing nothing. They had no signs, nothing. They were racially selected and profiled and removed off the property.
Well, I saw a couple black people go into the event, if that's what you're referring to, but they did kick out a girl with face paint on that said no hate.
They kicked out a young couple, is what I think that they are age discriminating, to be honest with you. But the thing is freedom is not free when you can't walk into an election. Like, you can't walk into it. Sorry, it's so busy out here. Freedom's not free when you can't walk in and listen to a presidential candidate speak, even in peace. I came here with no Bernie stuff. I was not bringing this sign in. I was very aware of the fact that I was just going to go and peacefully listen to him talk. They removed me from the property and laughed in my face and are handpicking whoever gets to go inside. How free is our country when you can't even listen to a candidate speak? I just need to know that.
Well, I think what's going on is there have been so many events disrupted that they're preemptively selecting people who they think are going to cause trouble. And I'm not saying you're going to cause trouble.
That's true, but
because people blame Trump for when violence happens at his events. They say it's Trump's fault. But Trump didn't tell people to show up and start stuff at his events.
Right, but those people that showed up that quote-unquote started stuff were not doing anything either. They were standing there in peace, and then the Trump's people agitated them, right? That's what happened. So, I mean, I just need to stress, like, this cannot be considered an event that's actually being run on a level of fairness or equality, which is the whole reason I was here today, was to see that, was to challenge that, was to question that. And the fact that I couldn't even get into the rally and I'm not even doing anything wrong speaks volumes. Just speaks volumes. I think that people need to know that the rights are being stripped away.
Well, I'm about to upload this video, so they're going to know.
Thank you very much.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks, InfoWars.
So there you go, kicked out of a private event for, I guess, not following the rules that they set up, which I think is their right. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off and upload it. But that's just a...
Trump comes in I come from corporate Green. I have my own company.
So have you created this job in the middle class? What job? Where you at? Why are you... Give me the job right now. Give me the job right now. What job? What job?
I have a used furniture company. I create furniture refinishing company. I have movers. I have assistant movers. I have people that do work for me.
But what are you trying to do for us? So for him to come, why do I want to move furniture? For Chris Christie cutting the budget for education?
No, I want
so why this whole thing here is because of him being in debt.
Yes.
Why is that
$50,000?
right? Okay, but that's not fair to us New Jersey. Why is that? Because us college people who graduated from
Make
college
America love
also
again.
are in debt. But why that's not fair to us? But why is Jersey in debt?
I'll tell you what.
Viva Mexico!
I had to work my ass off. Work 2 jobs to get my bachelor's degree and then my master's. That's not right.
It's because
he's taking away from
education. I will tell you why. Because they made federal loans available to students. The colleges said, "Oh, there's that money. I went to college for 4 years, graduated from the University of Wisconsin. It cost my parents $12,000.
That's how many years ago was that? A year. I don't mean to bring your age up. How many years ago was that? Every year.
Congratulations, I own $50,000.
50 years ago. But that's still not right. That there's a lot of grants that people can take advantage of today and scholarship opportunities where they don't have to pay that. But they're still in debt because that's being taken away from taking away the budget. Why are our elementary school teachers who are helping shape our future of tomorrow being paid next to nothing? Next to nothing. They have to pay out second and third jobs. Let's talk about New Jersey before we talk about being
Because of supply and demand.
No bullshit! They should get paid more!
There are so many unemployed teachers. The wages have gone down. Simple supply and demand. Now, if you're a nuclear physicist or you're a brain surgeon, like who's the brain surgeon guy? Dr. Carson. I'll bet he makes $1.5 million a year because they're rare.
New Jersey, right? Him paying back however much they're paying back. That's being taken away from us New Jersey residents. I was born and raised here.
Wait a second.
I give back to my community. I do everything. I take care, and Chris Christie does not take care of the drug and alcohol epidemic that's going on in the state of New Jersey. Okay? Whatever you're getting, whatever facilities is open is because of private insurance, which goes back to corporate greed, okay? What happened to the people that need help? You guys worry about the homeless people, but where are you guys giving their help to? Where's that money going? Is that money going back to these people that we can help today?
Well, I will tell you this: anybody who takes drugs is a stupid fool.
That's not right. I've never taken a drug a day of my life, but I help the people who take drugs every single day. Okay? I've never had any type of drug.
You know, people take drugs the same way they drink alcohol. You know, it's not really a big problem. It's not. I'm American. I was born right here in the United States.
You didn't take the pills this morning. You have some English accent with you.
Yes, I do.
Maybe Nassau?
I'm sorry if it was.
No, so what's wrong with having an accent?
No. Like I said, she's completely ignoring
what I have to say. Why is there a problem if he has an accent?
I think it's great.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah. Cheers. Hip and all that.
You gotta have money in order to help yourself as a drug addict. You have to have money. You have to come from money. Okay?
To buy drugs, you have to have money. How much are they?
They're like $5. They're $5 bags. They're $5 bags.
$5. InfoWars. Love you guys.
Wait, so Donald Trump promised you jobs.
With what?
With jobs. You said if he becomes president, we'll have more jobs.
He's going to bring jobs back from other countries because they pay them nothing. It's slave.
No. Before you elaborate on the jobs, before you elaborate on your jobs, how is he going to do it?
He's going to put a tariff on them.
He is telling you his plan, but do you know, is he able to go through with his plan?
Yeah, it is a fact that tariffs do work.
Congress is going to agree.
You know, this country,
Congress is going to agree.
Before the income tax, this country, where there were no personal income taxes, there were only tariffs. And they paid, 1913, they did two things. They created the Federal Reserve and they created the personal income tax. So before that,
Tariffs have always run this country. Now, you put 35% taxes on everything coming in from Mexico, and guess what? Companies are going to bring their jobs back here rather than pay a 35% tariff.
Well, what's going to happen to the other countries? Your teachers
Well, that's their problem.
But if we're giving them the jobs, what are they going to do?
You know what? What the Mexican people have to do is do exactly what we did. Rise up and have a race of revolution.
I have so much hatred for Donald Trump. So much hatred for Donald Trump.
You don't want to kill him, man.
Fuck Donald Trump. I don't want to kill him, but I mean, I'll catch his face. I mean, gotta knock a nigga out real quick.
Sorry.
Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Bigots to the left! Keep going! This way! Xenophobia! Xenophobia this way! Go! We're all immigrants! We're all immigrants! Remember where you guys came from! You guys did not find this country on your own! And little did he forget that his mother fucking fled here from another country! Little did he forget his mother was an immigrant as well as his father! We are all children of immigrants! Yes!
Southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
And see how they're treated by the protesters. This guy right here, for example, he's got a Trump shirt. That's how he's.
You Nazis!
This one little punk just threw a bunch of confetti at a guy with a Trump shirt.
I'm gonna throw a bunch of shit at me.
Come here.
Looks like you're good.
Yeah, you should be good.
You didn't say anything to anybody? You were just walking out, or what?
I was walking out with a Trump sign. They grabbed my Trump sign and started following me, saying I was like a racist and stuff. Yeah,
So you literally didn't say anything to provoke them?
I was just like, yeah, Trump.
Yes, it does. Are your parents legal? I'm asking a question. Obviously, they're not. Maybe you were born here.
Don't listen to his bullshit.
Maybe you were born here. But were your parents legal?
You are racist.
Yes, it
you
does.
are a racist.
Because it shouldn't be in this country.
Racism at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God.
They can go back to whatever country they were born in.
Everyone in this country was not from here. We're all immigrants.
Exactly.
We're all immigrants.
Look,
a lot of people have done it before.
That's what God gave us. That's what makes us all equal. He gave us rights. Now fuck you.
Mexico is very hard on their borders. Why don't you go down south?
This is going to prevail. Heaven and earth will pass
But you
away,
lost the land. Thank God you lost the land. You think we want America to be like Mexico? No. If you want it, go to Mexico. Don't let the door hit you in the way.
You're browner than us. He is browner than us. You go to Mexico. He has accused me of dying of AIDS. He has called me a girl. He is homophobic. He is racist. Why would we halt Islam? Islamic people do nothing wrong. It is a bunch of group of people who are terrorizing has nothing to do with the religion.
Any company, any store, any judge goes against
That's the main reason.
But I'm being affected negative. Exactly. Because in the past,
So we do have to pay for the sins of our fathers. No, I don't. It's not even my fathers. I wasn't even over here doing that. You still benefited from it. No. Our family was starving in Europe when most people were benefiting. Totally, yeah. And you're getting double screwed. I was born in the 80s. I get doubles from the 80s. One group of people does not make it right for another person that's been screwed once. But I'm saying that that's why it is the way it is now. Yeah, but I'm talking about we have laws written in to put me at disadvantage. Yeah, people say there's systemic racism. You can tell me there's personal racism, and I'll agree with you. Yeah. People are racist on all sides. Totally. But you can't tell me there's systemic racism if you can't point to one law written into any sort of government thing that gives an advantage to somebody because they're white. But that's the thing with white privilege is that it was an unwritten law. It's like unwritten. It's a good old boys club. Yeah, but you're saying that it's a certain undefinable quality that I should be believing in. If it's an undefinable quality, I tend not to give it a lot of credibility. Like I want some stats and numbers. I think that society does that enough, don't they?
I think that if you judge somebody by the color of their skin, you're a racist.
I think that's what
white privilege is kind of racist towards whites, if you ask me. I mean,
you can't be racist towards whites when they're the ones that have been in privilege for hundreds of years.
Why is a race exempt?
Huh?
Why is that race exempt?
Why is it exempt from what?
Why is that exempt? Why can't white people be the victims of racism?
Because they're the ones that dominate and privilege the most in this culture.
I would argue that Islam.
Yeah, I know. I had someone call me a white boy just before they hit me in the face once. You're telling me that wasn't racist? It might have been. Because he wouldn't have brought up my race if it wasn't racist. Yeah. So I suffered some racism. You did. But I appear to be white. Yeah. So then white people can suffer from racism. Definitely you're going to be impacted.
Do we deserve to be punished for things that ancestors did?
So it sucks. But the basis of this country was built off of slavery. That's not true. Most whites were not in the country when slavery was still. It doesn't matter. The economic system.
Slavery, dude. Look at
the economic was built.
Look at the 1,600 years of Islamic oppression.
So that makes it okay. That makes it all right.
Human nature, dude.
So that makes it okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, but it's nothing new. You're making it seem like it's the very first time anybody has been a slave. This is coming from me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But you're saying that's okay.
Slavery happens every day in the fucking goddamn world.
I know.
And you haven't done shit about it, have you?
Bullshit.
No, you haven't done shit.
What have you been doing about it, ma'am? What have you been doing about it?
My great-grandfather was a slave on the plantation. I came here to America from Spain. We are Hispanics or Trump.
Guess what? I don't drink, honey.
It smells like it. That's all right.
Attacking her personal character. You can't
can't come up with anything else?
That's true. Actually, yeah, if she would have answered my question, I would have been more than happy to continue the conversation.
around here.
Do you understand, though, how vague white privilege can be hard for me to stomach? Totally. When
It's really hard to understand white privilege. No doubt about that.
No, okay, that's another argument I don't like. Because you're white, you can't understand white privilege. I'm a male. Can I not understand any? I can't comprehend what anything's like for a girl. I can't. But I mean, if I can't get a tangible reason for white privilege, can you see why I don't want it used as a bludgeon to silence me?
No, I can hear that, but it doesn't mean it's not there.
When I was going to school, I would ask people, like, just tell me, okay, what are you here for? They'd tell me, I'd say, okay, give me some facts. Be like, okay, that's your white privilege talking, the fact that I want facts. It's continuously being used against people to bludgeon them into submission because you have white privilege, so just shut up. That's what I don't like.
That's fucked up. Male white privilege, yeah. That's the big one. Yeah. That's just the meme of the hour on Reddit.
White privilege is a myth.
It's a myth. Every race is susceptible to being rich or poor. It's a myth.
That's a myth. So there's been white people that have not.
Aw, a female reporter asked you a tough question you can't answer, and poor baby Donald gets mad. Oh, when your butt hurts, the best you can do is some sexist insult about her bleeding and being on the pad. You've insulted women as fat pigs, bimbos, and referred to us as bitches.
You pull the sexy shit with me. I need some fucking stitches.
Yo, listen up. Trump, we're sick of hearing your offensive words that are racist,
Sexist,
homophobic,
and bullying bullshit.
So sit your ass down.
Have we call you out on it? You call breastfeeding moms disgusting? Which is ignorant and rude as shit. It's a natural and loving act of a mother. Motherfucker.
And it's also rude and ignorant to put your little kid in an anti-Trump video.
And what kind of fucker attacks refugee families that are homeless and downtrodden?
The only reason why Donald Trump wants to get rid of Muslims is to get rid of people like you. I know a lot of nice Muslim people. Muslims aren't bad people in general, but there's a couple that stick out that are really radical that alter everybody's thought on Muslims in general. But when there's people like you that torture the view of Muslims, that is what happens when people become even more racist towards your, or religionist, or bigoted towards your religion. Because when you act like these people in this video, this is what causes bigotry.
You said you hated gays like me, getting the equal right to marry my husband, who's the love of my life, hypocritically calling yourself a marriage traditionalist?
I don't know why, but this guy looks like he has a huge resemblance to the NAACP leader. That's just pretty hilarious.
In front of crowds, you've made people's disabilities something you ridicule and mock?
If we're making jokes about disabilities, do you brag about your money to make up for the small size of your cock?
Aw, a female reporter asked you a tough question you can't answer, and poor baby Donald gets mad. Oh, when your butt hurts, the best you can do is some sexist insult about her bleeding and being on the pad. You've insulted women as fat pigs, bimbos, and referred to us as bitches.
You pull the sexy shit with me, and you might need some fucking stitches.
I'd like to see you lose, Grandma.
I've seen your fucking bigoted imitations making fun of how Chinese people speak. Oh, but I guess you have to appeal to idiot racists when your ideas are so fucking weak.
Dude, your penis is weak.
And seriously, dude, you fucking call Japanese people Japs? Say it to my face, fuckface.
I want to see if they're gonna try to bomb Pearl Harbor this time. Come at me, bro.
Saying that you only want, saying that you only want, saying that you only want. Short little Jews counting your money is anti-Semitic as fuck. What is the greedy Jew stereotype a surprise?
Coming from a pox who's a bigoted fucking schmuck. What's fucking worse, calling black people thugs?
Or are you referring to us as, quote, lazy?
I do not know what these guys mean. I mean, what kind of freaking acid is this girl on?
When you tweeted a neo-Nazis fake crime facts about blacks being killers,
it shows you're both racist and batshit KKK crazy.
Well, you just killed off the respect for the human race.
You've made fun of people at your rallies for being overweight. So mean to get a laugh.
Is there anything that comes out of your fat fucking mouth that isn't a fact, saying rapists, murderers, and drug dealers are fucking synonyms for
for Mexican immigrants?
Goes over well with racist Republicans who love when you mirror their idiot ignorance.
I'd like to mirror your ignorance just to see how other people like it.
Your fucking busted ass, ratchet, or ratting ass, cray hair.
Oops, our bad.
Did we just go there? Get involved with the hashtag TuckFront and get a shirt at tuckfront.com.
And you can win a free Tuck Front bumper sticker. Donald Trump's words that are offensive as shit.
Share this video. You're fed up with it.
I can't even figure out who comes up with this garbage.
Whose university? Whose university?
Oh, I gotta get this.
If you are allowed to express, I am allowed to express.
Why is Trump a white supremacist? Just give me one example. Why is he racist? One example. That's all I need.
I don't even need to say anything to you.
Oh, I love it. Because I'm a white male.
The fact that you can't answer those questions means you're not paying attention.
But what does the fact that you can't answer the questions mean?
Do I need to refer to the fact that he calls all Mexicans rapists?
He never called them.
He didn't. Right. He didn't.
He did not.
He did not. Check your facts, man. He did not.
Am I allowed to speak, or are you just responding to my point?
I am responding to your point.
Bro, I'm like... I don't understand the cameras.
You don't understand
like,
many
you're
things.
trying to find...
Come on, how is Trump racist? Just name one thing. Just name one thing he actually said or did. Just one evidence.
We all realize that no matter what I say, you're going to try and turn it into
No.
something.
Please answer. Please answer the question.
You're not even letting me talk. You're talking over me.
Please answer the question. Why is Trump a racist? Specific reasons.
Donald Trump is a symbol of what is wrong with this country. Donald Trump is a white male who has inherited privilege that he cannot even, take a...
He's a fucking white male!
I thought you were going to say a specific reason of when Trump has been racist. That's what we asked. Not that he's what's wrong with America. We want specific reasons.
So you don't think building a wall in between America and Mexico is racist?
Whether have a border or we don't.
Borders, sir. Every country has borders.
Walls are not racist. They're not semi-permeable depending on race. That's not everyone.
Every
border has a vested interest in protecting its national security. Undocumented people are not a race.
Right. Let's talk about other countries that have walls in between themselves.
Like Mexico, where if you come from South America, they deport your house.
Yep.
Are they racist against South Americans, or are they they have vested interest in protecting their national security?
I am not denying that y'all have knowledge of what happens at borders. Right?
I'm not denying you don't. But just to start the dialogue by calling us white supremacists, especially since a lot of us are Mexican, it just doesn't create a conversation, right? You want to have a dialogue.
The Donald Trump campaign is overly aggressive, and the fact that y'all are here representing it is why.
Hold on. I have to object because this young man wore a Donald Trump hat and got spit on, shoved, physically assaulted. Has there been cases of people assaulting Bernie supporters on this campus? We have one that's been reported. Has there been reports of Bernie supporters getting...
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, yes, it's horrible what happened to you. I was overly aggressive to start this. I think it's undeniable that we have started a dialogue.
Yeah, I'm so happy about it.
What happened to you is not okay. My point about how Donald Trump's campaign is overly aggressive and represents a lot of things that are wrong with this country is why people are acting like that towards you. It's not okay that they're doing it. It's not okay that I started this dialogue by yelling at y'all, but there are emotions nationwide involved in this.
Can you name one of the things about American society that Donald Trump represents? Because you say he represents the worst in culture. Can you...
Okay, you're a first-time voter. Who are you going to vote for?
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Why?
Because I don't want my future to be in the hands of an ignorant person like Donald Trump.
All right, I'm going to give you some facts right now, okay? Hillary Clinton has a very close relationship with Robert Byrd and has even said that she admires Robert Byrd. Robert Byrd is a grand dragon of the KKK.
Okay, Donald Trump is a known racist.
What has he done that's racist?
What experience does he have? Yeah,
He's a very successful businessman. He's successful internationally in business. He knows the monetary system and international relations very well.
What does being a businessman have to do anything with being president?
Well, I think it's time to run this country like a business. We're $22 trillion in debt. If you want to have a future, we got to do something about that.
No, I don't want my future in the hands of Donald Trump.
But Hillary Clinton's okay?
Yes, Hillary Clinton's way more.
Do you realize there's a body count behind Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton's way more qualified to be president than Donald Trump.
What qualifies Hillary Clinton?
She's been a senator of New York, Secretary of State, way more qualified than Donald Trump to be president.
Would you say the U.S. government has issues?
Yes, it does have issues. It can be better, but I don't think Donald Trump will make that.
So Hillary's been in office these whole times.
They're bringing horses and riot gear. You guys probably need to say something.
All right, we're getting shuffled around here.
How do you feel about dildos? What do you think about dildos?
I don't care about your
has a
dildo.
lot of those.
Hey, would you like some? I have a bunch.
I'm all right, thank you though, thank you.
Yay!
All right,
Hey, no
we have
shaming.
riot police coming out with horses.
Would you like a
This is, wow, folks. All right, here you see the Mounties and the riot police have arrived. Blue Lives Matter flag flying. Wow, I'll tell you, that was an incredible scene of ignorance and hate, you know? And it's amazing to me where people will say that Donald Trump is corrupt, Donald Trump's a liar, Donald Trump's unqualified. Hillary Clinton, see, here's the thing, all of these people realize, sir, you're really annoying now, okay? You know that? I don't know who you're here with, but now you're just a bother. Here's the deal. He's shoving a dildo in my face. I'm supposed to take him seriously, okay. I'm supposed to take this guy seriously. All of these people realize that the government is corrupt. All of these people know that there's corruption in the government, but they'll vote Hillary Clinton, who's been a part of that government for 20 years. So they blame Trump.
Please have.
All right, who are you? Why do you want me to talk to a dildo?
Because the things that you're saying sound like it's at about the level that this man wants to ask you questions for.
Okay, but he's shoving a dildo in my face.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Microphone in our fucking face.
yeah, because we're doing a video. People. Okay, that's a big difference. Are you out here protesting?
No, get the fuck away from me.
Okay, see, and now we have people that come out here to protest, right? They come out here to protest and raise their voice, and then when they're provided a platform to get their point across, they cower. They cower. You know what people do? You know what ignorant people do in the face of challenging times? They cower. They cower. Unbelievable. 15 minutes of fame. What's that?
If you want a criminal in the presidential office, vote for Hillary Clinton.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. I don't want it. Thank you. That's nice. I don't want it, though. Thank you. Yes. All right, what are you doing here tonight?
I really wish that we were actually debating issues that could actually help America instead of getting in the shouting war between liberals and conservatives.
I think that's a good point. So let's talk about some of the political talking points you'd like to discuss civilly.
Okay, sure. What would you like to discuss?
Well, I just asked you. You brought it up.
Oh, I'd like to talk about healthcare. I'd like to talk about education.
All right. Well, let's start it here. How about this? Who are you going to vote for in the general?
I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet.
All right. Well, sorry, we got to move. All right, we got the Mounties and the riot police. All right. So it looks like amen to that. I don't know why people would live in America and not want to make America first, but that's the brainwashing we have. It's really sad. So it looks like the riot police are finally going to move these protesters out of the way so that the people who are parked in Travis County Expo Center can leave. I mean, honestly, it's been a year. It's been a year plus, and they still just chant the same stuff, even though it's been blatantly disproven. Trump is a racist, disproven. Trump's a misogynist, disproven. Trump's a liar, disproven. Trump protesters are violent, disproven. Now here's a smart guy. That's smart. That is a smart guy here, obeying the cops because that's how you don't get killed. Hey, here's an idea. You don't want to get beat up by a police officer? Listen to them. And if they break your constitutional rights, you can sue them later.
I don't really like his views on immigration, women's rights, and a lot of other things.
So you don't like following the immigration law? You think we should get rid of laws on immigration?
I'm pretty that, what I mean is, I don't like Donald Trump's very vague stance on immigration. Like, you know, 2 days ago, he took back his stance on immigration and spoke with a bunch of, like,
Alex Jones is a fucking
Alex Jones.
Interview. A little respect.
Alex Jones is a con man, and he's crazy, and he thinks that a bunch of children in, what was it? Hey, what was that school shooting with all the kids? Sandy Hook. Yeah, he thinks that was made up.
Okay, well now you've gone a different direction. You realize that the actual death records have indicated there were no deaths that day in Sandy Hook. What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of bullshit.
I'm just telling you a fact. There have been private investigations done into the matter, and they get stonewalled at every crevice.
Donald Trump can lick my asshole.
Do you want to talk, sir? All right. What's your name, sir?
My name's Riley.
All right, Riley, why are you protesting Trump?
I'm protesting because I think Donald Trump is a racist.
Okay, as I just said to her, let's look for something beyond an ad hominem attack. Let's talk about policy.
Okay, he doesn't really have any
policy.
Well, that's completely false, actually. Now, hold on. See, this is an amazing argument. I see people saying that Donald Trump has no policy. Donald Trump has given more detailed policy plans than any other candidate. Tax reform, health care, school. He's done it all. Immigration. No other candidate has had a detailed plan like this, but a joke. They continue to go to ad hominem attacks. So what else is wrong with Trump?
I think Gigi Allen should be the president of the United States. I think we should all die.
You guys know that you're not helping your cause here.
You're not either.
I'm not here doing a cause. I'm here interviewing people.
All right, I think that Donald Trump has really, really poor immigration reform ideas. His across-the-board taxes are...
So you don't want a border?
Well, you actually didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Well, let's stick to the immigration point, though. Are you saying you don't want a border, or you don't want immigration laws?
Personally, I think that I think that immigration is a human right, and that we should get rid of all borders.
But what about lawful immigration?
Very, very far to the left.
What about lawful immigration?
I think that that's awesome.
But that's what Donald Trump wants.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that his stance the last time I checked was that he wanted to, deport 11...
Illegal immigrants.
And... Why don't you let this young woman talk?
Okay. Do you want to talk, ma'am?
I think she probably understands these issues a lot better than I do.
Okay, well, she's not protesting. You're protesting, so you must understand the issues well, I would assume. You painted your face out here.
I painted my face because I think that Trump is a joke.
Okay, but you've really kind of had no real substantial reasons why yet.
Don't I?
No.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Come on, guys! Shut it down! 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 Shut it down!
Jobs values and American manufacturing values and ship that overseas, just like we've been seeing in the last decade. I'm the crazy one here.
I think that... Oh, sorry, can I hold this? Yeah, go ahead. I think that Donald Trump is morally wrong. He might be a businessman, but I've seen many things that proved that he is a bigoted, xenophobic racist, and I don't think that bigoted, xenophobic racist should be in the White House anymore.
What has he said that's bigoted and racist?
I can't quote anything right now because I'm not politically connected.
This is a protest. Hey, do you have anything to say? He has said nothing. Do you have anything to say at all? Are you a professional percussionist? Do you just play the drum all day or do you protest? What do you do? Wow. This guy has a high level of intellect. Well, you know what? I guess this is better than someone coming up to me and cursing at me and calling me a racist. Why won't you comment? Why are you banging a drum? Is it hot out here? All right, this guy will provide me nothing. You want to move on? Hey, where's that? Hey, this guy. Hey, why is Alex Jones a jerk? Why is Alex Jones a jerk?
He's a con man.
What, has Alex Jones conned you?
The frogs, dude, they're putting shit in the frogs, and the frogs are gonna kill the police, and
That's actually scientific research has showed that that's actually a fact, but that's fine too.
frogs are gonna kill the
I'm just curious, man, you're out here protesting. Hey, can you put your sign down? You're out here, I don't understand people that, I'm not in your face, calm down. I just don't understand people that come out here and protest, and then, oh, look at that.
Now you're a joke too.
I just became an official Hillary Clinton supporter. I got my red nose on. All right, well, apparently they're not with Hillary. So here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal. I don't understand.
We're not with anybody. We're here against you.
I don't. You're against me?
No, we're against Trump.
You're against Trump. Well, I like Trump. I don't want that. You can take that back. Here's what I don't understand. People who come out here to protest, and then you ask them what their protest is, why they're protesting, and then they won't talk to you. You would think if you're out here protesting, there is something driving you to do that. There's a motivational factor. And then when I give them a platform to talk about their issues, they completely ignore me. I get balloons. This is a clown. This guy, yeah, I do actually. Or do you have a clown degree? Did you go to clown school?
I do.
Wait, hey, it's official. So are you clowns against Trump?
Yeah, we are.
All right, we're here with clowns against Trump in downtown Austin. We got balloons, we got funny faces, we got red noses going around. We've got very little facts.
So there's a mass of people up at the front.
Walk forward!
There he goes. Looks like they're coming forward now.
Let's walk forward! Push! Push!
So they're at the front right now. You can see them. All right, they're pushing them back. I think they're going to arrest this guy right here. Looks like oh, they held their line and then pushed him back.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
That's the problem. Mexico, the Mexican government, yes. If you cared about immigrants, you would be protesting the Mexican embassy for the murder, the disappearance of hundreds of thousands of Central American immigrants coming in every year. No, Americans do not rape. I'm a racist. Yo soy racista. Yo soy racista. Yo soy racista.
You can be racist against other brown people. Brown people can't.
I'm Salvadorian Spanish. I'm a racist because I'm Salvadorian Spanish.
Racist.
And what are you?
I am not a racist. Doesn't matter what you are. Anybody can be racist.
So I'm a racist. I'm an immigrant.
Racist. Says the racist.
I am not a racist. Okay?
Are you an immigrant?
I'm a veteran. I'm an immigrant, okay?
What?
I'm an immigrant.
You know what?
And I'm racist.
I'm illegal. I'm illegal.
Okay,
immigrant.
let's get out of here. Come on. This one's disabled.
You don't even
You're
know
protesting other immigration.
You don't even know me.
You're screaming at me. It's very clear who you
Ma'am,
are.
she doesn't have an argument.
And you have really
Don't waste your time
me.
on her. You can't
This
get
is
through.
very
I think
ironic.
you should apologize to me.
I'm sorry, you don't know
I'm
what you
proud and I am not a racist. You better
Nobody deserves an
apologize
apology,
to me
by the
right
way.
now.
You don't deserve any apology. You're
But
screaming
you're a
at me.
racist.
You're calling me racist.
deserve it, then
I am not a racist.
Oh,
he is not
How
a
many
racist.
times do you have to say you're not a
You
racist?
don't even know
How
us.
many times? How many times do you have to
How
say
many
that?
times do you have to call me a racist and say it's okay?
I
You're
scream,
a bigot.
hey,
You
I
are
scream
a
racist,
bigot.
and who turns
You
around?
are
The
one
racist.
who is a bigot.
I screamed the word
You
racist,
are
and you
the
turned
one who
around.
is a
So you
bigot.
answered the call, bitch.
Excuse me?
You answered the call. I said racist. You said
You're
where?
the one,
Me?
You're the one who offended me by calling me a
Oh, I'm sorry. We're
You're
supposed to be the
smoking
sensitive
out.
ones, and now you're offended. You call us sensitive, and now you're crying because you can't handle being
You know
called a
what?
racist.
You're a stupid, dumb, fucking ignorant bitch.
Speak
and
your
you
mind.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Speak your mind.
Ma'am, she has no argument.
You called me a racist, okay?
If I
and
had
I
an
want you to
argument, maybe she would
apologize
listen.
to me.
She's not
I am
no
no
argument.
racist.
You're
I am no racist.
You're voting for Donald Trump.
But isn't Donald Trump a racist?
Duh. No, he's not.
With
Yes,
all
he
his
is.
Mexican
No, he's
racist
not.
comments that they're rapists?
Name one. Name one.
Everyone may know.
Name one.
Illegals are Mexican.
Illegals. This is a country. We need papers. We need facts. You can't just come over
People like you are too lazy to go work your asses off for the food that you're buying.
What are you talking about?
Like,
You know nothing about me,
you're
bro.
an idiot.
You know
Us
nothing.
Mexicans are all working out in the fields
Are
where
you?
you bitches can't do that.
You're working out in the fields?
No.
Oh, so shut the
Because
fuck
I'm
up. You don't know what
blessed
you're
enough.
talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. All right?
Dude, if you were
How's
that
he a
place, you
racist?
wouldn't
How's
do
he a
shit.
racist?
Huh?
How's he a racist?
With all his Mexican comments?
Like what?
And
Like what?
calling all Muslims terrorists? That's fucked up. I'm Muslim. I'm not a
He didn't say-
terrorist.
he didn't say
Yes,
all
he
Muslims.
did.
He didn't
Yes,
say
he
that.
did.
Said
What are you
illegal
talking about?
Immigrants. Illegal.
He's calling Muslims?
Yeah!
You have
What the fuck is up
Illegal.
with that?
But it's illegal. It's illegal.
What the fuck?
What is...
You're obviously an idiot.
To keep out the illegal immigrants.
What are they doing
Key
here?
word is illegal. We don't care about it. He wants you guys to come in.
For everyone.
No, he doesn't. Illegal. He wants...
Listen to his interview.
No, we did. It's the illegals. We want you guys to come in. Keyword illegals. We want you to come in through the proper channels so we have papers so we know where you're going and where you're staying. We can't just have this country for the people who we don't know where they are.
I am not a racist.
Do you think you're going to
No, but I'm gonna shout her down because she's a bitch from hell and she's calling me a racist and I'm not. You're an ignorant, stupid idiot.
Tell me what I...
I don't even know why you're supporting him. Well, actually, he's going to get jobs, and well,
right.
he-
Because you
one,
said so,
one of the
right?
things that when you have an economy, and this is fact, that when the economy is bad, yeah, do you know
Not bad.
do you know the people
The economy is not bad. You heard it was
Okay.
bad.
Is it bad- is it bad
Unemployment
in
is low as it's
Chicago?
been in 8 years.
Go down to Trenton. Is it bad in Trenton?
Certain
is it bad
areas
in Chicago?
in general, okay? You don't live in Trenton. You don't live in Chicago. You don't care about them getting jobs.
I do know that when the economy is bad.
You need the facts.
I know
the
the
economy's
facts.
not bad. The economy's not bad.
Okay,
You keep
but-
saying it all you want. The
okay.
economy's not bad.
Okay. Well, you can keep saying that.
All right,
so
then.
we can agree to disagree on that point.
All right.
Is there another point?
Tell me how Donald Trump is going to create jobs.
Well, first off is we got to get away from the Democrat and Republicans. Okay, I've been a Republican all my life, and then I moved to Tea Party, and then I moved to Sovereign Citizen.
And now you move to Donald Trump.
Now we're going to Donald Trump.
And what does he offer that
He offers not to be bought by Wall Street corporations, and he is not part of those people. If I can finish, he's not part of the Democrats and the Republicans. If you go to the slaughterhouse, and you'll see this, the cows go on one side and the Republicans, and they go in the Democrats, and at the end we're all going to the slaughterhouse. So we, the citizens, united, we will stand. we the citizens. But divided, black, white, man, woman, Mexican, Jews, divided.
He's dividing everybody.
He's not dividing. He's going to be
Mexicans, he wants to get Muslims. Next,
he wants to do what?
Get rid of Mexicans,
kill them,
Muslims, get rid of them.
Is Trump going to unite everybody?
He said that, right? Does he mean illegal? No, illegal.
He just means get rid of them. That's how you get rid of jobs.
He means every Muslim. Oh, hey, hey!
What he's done is, I don't think he even believes half the crap he says, but what he's done is it's whipped up a really, really nasty rhetoric in the country, and you have all these people that are coming out of the woodwork that don't buy into it for economic reasons, but they buy into it for all these racial reasons that nobody had really seen before, and now it's sort of bubbling up out of the woodwork.
Okay, do you believe that we have an immigration problem in this country?
I mean, net immigration in and out of...
No, I'm talking about comprehensive immigration policy.
You're from immigrants.
I know that.
Okay.
My 10th great-grandfather was Sir Isaac Newton's father.
Well, sooner or later he's going to get rid of you too. All he wants is pure Americans, which there is no such thing.
There is no such thing.
I know that.
Come on.
Yeah, but what I think is, when you look at statistics, net immigration...
talk sense.
Okay, but I mean... Well,
so I want to ask you, do you believe
that
the country needs a comprehensive immigration policy?
I think that there needs to be an easier path to citizenship, and I think that there needs to be a greater social net.
Okay, but before you give people a path to citizenship, don't you have to create a policy where people can't come in
Right, you build
illegally?
walls so people can't come in. That's the policy. That's a good policy.
I think that when you look at it, net immigration from Mexico, net immigration in and out of Mexico illegally is about zero.
What's that?
Net immigration in and out of Mexico at this point is about zero.
I agree with you on that point. I agree with you.
So, but there's not more people coming in at this
the
point.
Mexican border is not the only border. We need it at the airports. We need it at the train station ports. The trade, coming into the country. We need it on the Canadian border.
Yeah.
And so we need. And I agree with you. We're not going to build this. Yeah. It could be a theoretical. It could be bringing home the 35,000 troops that have been in South Korea for.
I don't disagree with that.
For over 50 years.
Yeah.
There's been 35,000 troops. Why do we need 35,000? The guy in North Korea has millions of people who can come swarm right over the border and kill 35,000 Americans.
My question is,
I'd rather put 3 Americans there.
My thing is, from an economic sense, Trump seems to be more the same, like Reaganomics, sort of cutting tax breaks for the wealthy, tax breaks for corporations, but it's been proven that that sort of stuff doesn't work, and that sort of stuff, when you give tax breaks to corporations to supposedly create more jobs, what they do is they sort of do things where they find loopholes and they house it offshore, they buy up other companies, and then they don't really pass any of it down to the working class. So it seems like Trump is more the same of that, which is why I'm a Bernie man. He kind of wants to restructure the economy and make it more of a supply side, more of like a New Deal sort of a thing. And the New Deal and World War II is what brought us out of the Great Depression.
Do you agree that he is the only? Can you agree with me that he is the only candidate that has ever created a job, a company, and a job and signed a check for anybody?
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
has Hillary ever done that?
I don't necessarily think you need to be a businessman to be a politician. They're two different things.
Okay. So you want another politician?
No, but I want a politician who sees things differently.
We want someone who's human, which is why we want Bernie.
What's that?
We want someone who's more like a human, which is why we want Bernie. We want
That's why I think we should get you inside and you should hear what he has to say.
Subsidize it.
Subsidize it. Now, I'm a capitalist person. I believe in capitalism. I believe in capitalism. I believe, and I'll tell you why I believe in capitalism.
Okay.
You want to know? I lived in China for 12 years.
Okay.
I studied international relations at Boston University. Okay. And I saw that when I was there in China, that when you didn't have when everybody was equal, okay, nobody lifted a finger to do anything.
Okay.
I would go to Windows and try to get stuff done in China, and they'd say, 没有啦，对不起，这个现在不可以做这样的. It means like, I can't do that now. Sorry, I'm having lunch. We're closed for the afternoon. It's because they knew that if the guy next to him worked harder, and he worked harder, it's not going to matter to anybody because I'm going to get the same check that guy gets. I'm going to get the same health care. I'm going to get the same welfare check.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get.
That's why Foxconn is such a failure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why. So what we need is We need to have a system that incentivizes people to work.
Yeah.
And our system right now, the Social Security system, it's broken.
I don't disagree with that. My final paper for college is the whole thing on welfare reform. And welfare is busted.
Yeah.
But can I tell you why I don't believe in what I'm disillusioned with capitalism?
What's that?
Can I tell you why I'm disillusioned with capitalism?
Yeah.
My dad was a stockbroker. He was like cruising or whatever. He was making good money through most of my childhood, and then he got laid off. And him and my parents both came up and started working in the 80s during a big Reagan economic boom and everything like that, and they were flying high for a while. So the recession hit, and then everything just went. They both lost their jobs because of automation and everything like that. Jobs went away. Jobs went offshore. My dad was trying to find everything vanished.
I'm actually the same as your father.
There's your man right behind you.
That's one of my supporters. All right. I'm the exact same thing, which is when I was working in Silicon Valley. Okay. And I was working in China. I was making huge money.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I was working in Silicon Valley. We created call centers in India and things like this. Okay.
But see, those are jobs that could have been in America.
Exactly, but we did that to ourselves. America did that to ourselves.
Yeah.
Remember when Al Gore ran? Remember when he ran for president? He said, they're outsourcing your jobs to India. Well, what happened was, you remember the little thing? Well, you might not because you look kind of young. Netscape.
Yeah.
Netscape. When Netscape came on the market, every grandmother, little child,
they had to outsource to India.
Could get onto the internet.
For the calls,
we could get on. We had a browser. Trillions and trillions of dollars were invested, not in Netscape, but in all of the technology behind it. So they had to take that money, and what we did with that money is we built a fiber optic system around India and around China and various places. So America did that to ourselves.
Yeah.
We can't say that they are outsourcing their jobs to India. We outsourced our jobs. We made the world flat. We made the world flat.
Globalization ruined everything.
And there's a guy over there in India.
Can you keep the sidewalk clear so people can pass?
Oh, sure.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
I mean, I guess you just hug up.
Yeah, let's hug up. So, what I was saying was, there's a guy over there in India and a girl over there in India who makes $15 a day.
Yeah.
He's got a double PhD. He knows 6 Sigma black belt. Okay, and I'm not talking karate.
Yeah.
I'm talking real business stuff, like real business and how to do business. I don't even understand that language that these guys talk in business school. I don't even understand it. I'm too old for that. Okay, so but these guys, they make $15 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And people at McDonald's want to make $15 an hour.
My thing is, though, I think that
we can't. We got to figure out a different. We got to figure it out a different way.
For me, it's simple. Like, a top level execs needs to just pay less and realize that they need to be paying less. They need to be restructuring the way that their businesses run so that they can spend less money on operations and more money on paying their workers a decent living wage. Because when you think about it, Walmart has food drives for its workers during Thanksgiving and Christmas. But Walmart, because they're able to keep their prices so low and their wages so low because all of their workers are on food stamps and welfare. But that costs American taxpayers $7 billion. That's it. And for me, I think that Bernie is the one that'll do that. I think that Donald, being a businessman, is not going to move very far from his businessman ways and try to cut costs the way that he's been cutting costs since the beginning. And I think that you need somebody who's a little bit more of a...
You got to know that,
commie.
Commie, but the point is, you could be a communist, but you got to, and a socialist, but you got to understand the principles of what you're going to do, then you're going to change the whole system. You're going to change the system to be something that it didn't...
I'm not saying get rid of capitalism. I'm saying more, still have capitalism, more of a safety net, more social programs. Give people that are less advantaged more opportunities, and welfare. Welfare should come with job training and job incentivization.
I agree with that. I agree with that because I think that
we're never going to move to a fully socialist society in the U.S. We're too huge.
We already have socialism. We got the Social Security. We got
schools, fire departments.
Schools, fires. We already have all those programs. So we have to be very careful because if you say that we've already got those and the system's already broken, then now you're asking to implement more of that. well then it seems like we would be taking it in a different level. Yeah. Anyway, that's the economic thing. I wanted to say, I mean, people, when they talk about Donald Trump, they say he's a racist.
Yeah.
He's a racist. He wants to kick all the Mexicans out.
I think he whips up racist rhetoric. I don't think he's necessarily a racist, but I think he taps into the racists of America. I think that he has found the demographic and he knows how to nail it. Okay. And you might not necessarily be a racist.
Do you know who the Lincoln abolitionists were?
Like what party they were?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Republicans, but the party affiliation switched over time.
Most people don't know that.
But the Republicans back then were equivalent to the Democratic Party now.
Did you just hear the video of Louis Farrakhan?
No, I did not.
Okay, I suggest that you listen to Louis Farrakhan.
Farrakhan's not relevant today.
Oh, he's not relevant. Okay, now he's not relevant. Now, when he talks good about Donald Trump, he's not relevant anymore.
This guy's having a good time. It looks like Trump's not feeling so well.
You don't want to, right? You can't swim, huh?
Okay, so I think he's making comments to this because this is a Mexican guy with the American flag, and he's a pro-Trump supporter, so he's getting some angry looks from anti-Trump agitators. Trump. So.
Trump, bro. We were just inside right now. We got kicked out. Everybody was being violent towards us.
Down with Trump. Down with Trump, bro.
And just for saying down with Trump.
So you said down with Trump, they kicked you out?
Down with Trump. Everybody went towards us. They were like, get out.
Knocking off our hats.
All right. You heard it here, folks. They shouted down with Trump at a private event. They were kicked out of a private event. Hey, nice shirts. Look at that right there. Look at that. Hey, guys, what's the flag represent?
It's anarcho-syndicalism / communism.
Okay, are you guys Bernie supporters?
I'm not.
But you don't like Donald Trump?
Yeah, no. That's no.
What's your main deal? What's the main thing you don't like about the Don?
About the Donald Trump? That's a tough question, but mainly because I guess he's just an asshole.
Hey, put this on the front page of InfoWars. I'd like to take a shout out to all my friends. First off, Alex Jones, I think you're a fucking traitor to the Liberty Movement.
Gay frogs, gay frogs, gay frogs.
We have a gay frog supporter over here.
I support gay frogs.
Yeah, you are. Why am I racist?
You like Trump.
Oh my
That's
God,
why.
it's InfoWars.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Why is this young man racist for wearing a Donald Trump shirt?
Because Trump is a racist, xenophobic, Islamic-hating, Mexican-hating.
Wow, I've never heard that before. Okay, so
Did you hear that? Did you hear that like off the internet? Or
that's what he says.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he says that stuff.
Just point out.
what did he say?
Naughty. That kind of looks like.
No, yeah, it's not. It's a shirt, and I'm allowed to wear it.
This is a shirt too.
Yeah,
He's
and
also
it
allowed to
doesn't.
wear
Yeah,
it.
but it means he supports someone that's a terrible human being.
And why do you say that? I mean.
Because Trump is a terrible human being, and that's the end of the discussion.
Do you see Trump supporters going to like Bernie Sanders rallies and harassing Bernie Sanders voters?
You know, if they're wimps and they're scared and they have no balls, that's not our problem.
He's not worth your time. Don't talk to this man. He's not worth your time.
No, but they would they guys go when they'd like to
He is not worth your time. No, he's an idiot. Let's agree.
I'm an idiot. Why am I an idiot?
Fluoride in the water supply, boy.
Why am I an idiot?
Fuck that nigga Trump.
All right.
Hey, that gang shit. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Hey, fuck.
So obviously this behavior is only paving the way for a Donald Trump presidency. These guys are too fucking stupid to know it. Hey, you think he can get beat up for wearing that around here?
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. Without it.
Just for wearing a shirt, though?
Oh, absolutely. That nigga ain't. Fuck that nigga. Straight up.
Hey, fuck Donald Trump, man.
has returned. Heil Trump! Heil Trump! Welcome Nazi youth! Welcome Nazi youth! We need you! Kick all of everybody out! Please keep me out!
You all hate women. You're afraid of Mexican people. You're afraid of anybody other than the white man. You're just fearful. You're afraid of things. That's why
you're
making some pretty big judgments when you don't know anybody here.
I know what you're voting for.
Someone who supports Islamophobia, anti-Mexicanism, anti-Hispanic has to be a bigot. We're just asking for honesty.
The police have announced that they are getting ready to let the people who have attended Trump's rally, they're going to let them out of the parking lot, and the anti-Trump protesters have gathered here, I guess, to harass them when they come out.
No justice, no peace! 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 No justice,
the roadway for vehicular and pedestrian traffic.
We got a significant development right here. Once again, this is InfoWars, Darren McBreen, outside the Trump rally in Eugene, Oregon. The police have just told pedestrians to clear the area so the Trump supporters attending the Trump rally could leave. But now we have protesters that have blocked the gate. They have blocked the gate. And I guess they're trapping them inside. Let me back up.
No, there's 4 exits, don't worry.
Let me back up.
Trump's a Nazi!
Good.
Trump uses live wire!
There is 4 exits, however, so
Trump doesn't
I guess they'll have to find another way to get out. And this is probably a blessing in disguise, because if they had to drive through this area, more than likely they would have been spit on, had their cars keyed, egged. You know, we've seen it before in Costa Mesa. And you're watching InfoWars coverage of the anti-Trump protest outside the Trump rally in Eugene, Oregon. Where they have blocked the gate. Come through, guys. Police are saying clear the roadway so the vehicles could exit the premises.
There's 4 other exits they can leave through.
And they're also going over to the other fucking side and blocking those.
There's 4 other exits, dude. Chill out.
Hey, why don't you chill out, all right? Because they're blocking an exit, man.
I'm just saying, you're recording something and you're lying to people.
No, I'm not lying to the people. I told them there's
4 exits.
Are they blocking this exit? Are they blocking this exit?
How much are they spending on wars? How much are they spending on wars?
Wars.
Why aren't you upset about that? Why aren't you upset about that? The U.S. does not mind their motherfucking businesses. The U.S. kept the money that they spend on wars elsewhere and fucking help people out like you, because you look like you're fucking high as fuck right now. Your jaw can't sit still, and you seem pretty upset. You seem pretty upset.
I'm not upset.
You're fucking proud and you're wearing a Trump shirt. What the fuck? You're in fucking disgrace. You have the nopales huge in your big ass forehead. The nopales right there. Tienes sangre latina, güey, o indio, no sé qué vergas. Tienes algo. Pero no eres gringo y no eres americano. Yo soy americano. I was born in this motherfucking country. I was. And I'm a motherfucking American.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace.
You're a disgrace.
You don't stand up for the country that feeds you.
Fuck this fucking country. How about that?
Then why are you here? Why are you here?
I was born in this motherfucker and this was my land.
But you can leave anytime you want.
It was my people's land. It was my people's land.
No, it belonged to Spaniards.
Before them motherfuckers came and raped your great-grandparents, motherfucker. You're fucking ignorant as fuck.
Okay.
And you're old. And you're old as shit. That's why our generation is lost, because old motherfuckers like you guys. Y'all old as shit.
Your generation doesn't know shit.
No, we do know. We know way more than you dumb fucks.
You guys are totally ignorant of the world. I bet you haven't even traveled. How many countries have you been to?
More than probably you have.
I've been all over Europe. I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to Mexico. Hey, you know, I mean, I've seen the world. I'm 40 years old. I know how things work. You need to age a little, and then you can talk. Yeah, age a little.
If I'm gonna age like your ignorant ass, I'd rather stay fuking young and dumb. I don't want to fucking age like your punk ass. Fuck you.
You will not say that.
Dumbest thing, huh?
Because like socialism's killed 200 million plus people.
Yeah,
Nobody ever talks
the
about
Nazis were socialists. That's what fucking Bernie's here. United Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. Socialists, hello.
Little known fact, no one has ever died under capitalism. Everyone always
Of course people
survives.
die. But you know what?
It's all
Capitalism,
happy.
everybody can drive nice cars. There's food in the stores everywhere. The toilets work. You go to a socialist country, you can't even fucking toilet.
85 million Russians, 15 million Mexicans. 100 million natives would be.
Look at Venezuela, socialist. They work 2 days a week. They can't even get toilet paper.
Thanks to America, you dumb fuck. Thanks to America. America has a lot to do from the outside, but they're terrible. Educate your motherfucking self. Educate yourself. No, it's not bullshit.
Most of the world is, the United States is only 300 years old. Poverty has existed for thousands of years before the United States even get here.
It's a fucking shame that you're goddamn brown.
I'm surprised how ignorant you are. You're a racist because all you can see is color.
You're racist.
Racist.
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment.
See, all she can see is skin color.
Because you're a
All
fucking
she can see is skin color.
embarrassment that you're brown. It's a fucking embarrassment.
Racist. See,
Fuck
it's all color to
Fuck
you.
you, yeah?
Color. You can't see anything but race. You're the racist. You can't see anything beyond
You're an ignorant brown
surface skin
motherfucker.
color.
You're ignorant as fuck.
That's right. And you're so vulgar. Your education level sucks.
We're out here with some Trump protesters. What's your name, ma'am?
Hi, my name is Georgia Schmitz.
And what are you out here protesting?
I'm protesting Donald Trump.
And what is it about Donald Trump that motivated you to come out here and protest?
Well, I think he's a dick, and his running mate, Mike Pence, is a dick as well.
Do you think we could maybe have a reason that's beside an ad hominem attack?
I don't really like his views on immigration, women's rights, and a lot of other things.
So you don't like following the immigration law? You think we should get rid of laws on immigration?
I'm pretty sure that what I mean is I don't like Donald Trump's very vague stance on immigration. Like, 2 days ago, he took back his stance on immigration and spoke with a bunch of,
Alex Jones is a fucking interview. A little respect.
Alex Jones is a con man, and he's crazy, and he thinks that a bunch of children in, what was it? Hey, what was that school shooting with all the kids? Sandy Hook. Yeah, he thinks that was made up.
Okay, well now you've gone a different direction. You realize that the actual death records have indicated there were no deaths that day in Sandy Hook. What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of bullshit.
I'm just telling you a fact. There have been private investigations done into the matter, and they get stonewalled at every crevice.
Donald Trump can lick my asshole.
Do you want to talk, sir? All right. What's your name, sir?
My name's Riley.
All right, Riley, why are you protesting Trump?
I'm protesting because I think Donald Trump is a racist.
Okay, as I just said to her, let's look for something beyond an ad hominem attack. Let's talk about policy.
Okay, he doesn't really have any
policy.
Well, that's completely false, actually. Now, hold on. See, this is an amazing argument. I see people saying that Donald Trump has no policy. Donald Trump has given more detailed policy plans than any other candidate. Tax reform, health care, school. He's done it all. Immigration. No other candidate has had a detailed plan like this, but a joke. They continue to go to ad hominem attacks. So what else is wrong with Trump?
I think Gigi Allen should be the president of the United States. I think we should all die.
You guys know that you're not helping your cause here.
You're not either.
I'm not here doing a cause. I'm here interviewing people.
All right, I think that Donald Trump has really, really poor immigration reform ideas. His across-the-board taxes are...
So you don't want a border?
Well, you actually didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Well, let's stick to the immigration point, though. Are you saying you don't want a border, or you don't want immigration laws?
Personally, I think that I think that immigration is a human right, and that we should get rid of all borders.
But what about lawful immigration?
Very, very far to the left.
What about lawful immigration?
I think that that's awesome.
But that's what Donald Trump wants.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that his stance the last time I checked was that he wanted to, deport 11...
Illegal immigrants.
And... Why don't you let this young woman talk?
Okay. You want to talk, ma'am?
I think she probably understands these issues a lot better than I do.
Okay, well, she's not protesting. You're protesting, so you must understand the issues well, I would assume. You painted your face out here.
I painted my face because I think that Trump is a joke.
Okay, but you've really kind of had no real substantial reasons why yet.
Don't I?
No.
Thank you.
Is that it? How about you? You want to talk? She was willing to talk. I'm not picking on her. All right. Hey, thank you for your time. I'm not picking on you. I'm just asking everybody. You were willing to talk. Would you like to talk? Okay, well, don't sit here and say talk to someone else, and then I offer you to talk and you don't talk. I'll talk to this guy who claims he knows Alex Jones. All right, thank you. Thank you, since you're my boss. Thank you.
Lots of protesters have arrived. And Donald Trump should be speaking inside any moment now. And I'm telling you, the real fireworks will begin once that Trump rally is over and the Trump supporters are let out and they have to face this angry mob.
Fuck Trump.
Donald Trump. It's interesting to walk behind some of the people that are wearing Trump t-shirts or Trump hats and see how they're treated by the protesters. This guy right here, for example, he's got a Trump shirt. That's how he's...
You Nazis!
This one little punk just threw a bunch of confetti at a guy with a Trump shirt.
I'm gonna throw a bunch of shit at me. It might hurt, you know, with paper. God damn, you know. God damn.
Yeah, there's another. So you think it's appropriate that he throws stuff at people?
I don't know what his reason was. Obviously, he's frustrated about something.